and welcome to another fun-filled nonsense retrospective. I'm your host, as always, Rick, and joining me equally as always is Devon.
I see you're taking a leaf out of my book.
It's a really, really fun leaf to do with your voice. Yeah, today we're doing a nice little top 5. We're doing our top 5 Netflix shows that we have watched. You told me you didn't have any honourable mentions today.
I don't have any honourable mentions. Before we jump in, I just think we should let the audience know the behind-the-scenes scar as to what's going on.
I am elsewhere.
He's elsewhere and elsewhere, and he's technically in the future.
Yeah, technically in the future. Well, except this recording is from the past. If there's something that's cropping up in real time that you think we should be doing a retrospective of in real time, this is the reason why we're not doing it.
I mean, let's be honest here. I'm looking at the dates and I'm thinking about it, and this would have been the perfect time to do Has Been Hotel Season 2.
It would have been, yeah. But yes, you don't have an honourable mention. My honourable mention for top 5 Netflix shows is F is for Family. I watched the whole thing. I don't think it deserves a spot in the top 5 list.
That's totally fair. F is for Family is one of those weird things where when Bill Burr was doing promo for it, I was like, that sounds vaguely interesting, and then I took a little glimpse at the animation style and I was like, oh, it's a Family Guy ripoff.
Yeah, and season 1 is the worst season.
I don't doubt it. It tends to be the way. Right?
Well, it's literally a coin flip. Either season 1 is the best because it's the one that, like, you know, Shield hero syndrome. It's the one that's got the best story and the rest of it is just, okay, where do we go from here? Or it's the worst season because they've not found their feet yet. So I guess it boils down to, was it an established story before it got made into a show, or are they just throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks?
Obviously I'm never going to go and watch F is for Family now because it doesn't look like it didn't look like it was to my taste anyway. The only attractive feature was Bill Burr. Bill Burr wrote it, and, you know, he's now a piece of shit, so...
Yep, he's now done the thing that puts comedians on the shit list. And, yeah, so, I don't regret watching it. He hadn't done that at the time. At the time, the most egregious thing he did was say he didn't like Star Wars while taking a Star Wars paycheck.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where the Star Wars thing was always a bit.
Yeah. And if you don't take the piss out of the things that you like, then you've not understood it well enough to actually like it.
I guess.
Are you a true fan if you don't mock and glaze the same the thing that you like? Yeah.
Listen, I'll rip the piss out of the prequels all day, every day, but they were still part of my childhood.
Oh yeah, totally. So yes, what's going to be your number 5 Netflix show?
My number 5 is the only live-action offering on my list, and it is Squid Game.
Cool. Yeah. I didn't watch it after the episode that we watched. But yeah, it's a good one.
I enjoyed the fuck out of season 1. I've got to be honest with you. Season 2 and season 3 for definite. But season 1 was really good watching. I think it should have ended.
Probably.
And by a lot of accounts, the creator felt like it should have ended. But like, if you get that Netflix money thrown at you, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Season 2 and season 3, the Squid Game aspect of it was good, but the overarching story about the state of the world was like, even from the beginning, it's like there's only one way this story ends, and it doesn't.
Yeah. You know? The way that it's most likely going to end is a continuation of the status quo.
Well, because it can't end. But at the end of the day, like, one group of determined people can't destroy this, especially when it involves people not from the country they're in.
Yes, exactly. Like, the best you can do is stop it in your own local area. It's not going to stop it in the rest of the world.
Yeah, except what's actually happened is they've stopped it for about 5 years.
Yeah.
That's the actual story. Apparently there's going to be a Squid Game USA, or at least they've left enough threads for there to be a Squid Game USA. I don't know who wants that.
Netflix.
No, I meant as viewers.
Yeah, exactly. It's Netflix that wants it. They think they can keep milking the stone.
Well, the thing is, it is very entertaining to see these characters crafted and made to be put through this, what is, quite frankly, a living hell. And it is interesting to see these childish backyard bullshit games turn deadly. It's an interesting concept. It's been done, but usually in animation form, so the masses don't really care for it.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Yeah, like you say, it's interesting seeing the psychological aspect of the games themselves as well, when there's the ultimate prize on the line of getting to keep on living.
Well, it's not even the ultimate prize, though, is it? That's just the consequence. Like, the consequence of failure is you die, yeah, but the ultimate prize is the money.
Oh, yeah, but only one person can get the money.
That's not true, though. If
Okay.
people wanted to, they could team up and more than one person could win. They just never do, and it's a commentary on human nature to a certain degree.
Yeah. By that point, you become so inured to death that you just assume that you've got to kill all your allies.
But again, you've not seen it, Rick, and I don't particularly want to hammer home the points of the show because, again, you've not seen it, so I'll leave it there. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Centaur World. This is not quite My Little Pony, not quite a musical. It's a combination of both, and I think it's rather fun.
I mean, I remember you trying to get me to watch this show, and as soon as you said there was a song every episode, I went, cool, I don't care then.
It also gives Kimiko Glenn more time to do things, and I think she's great. She's nifty in Has Been Hotel.
Sure.
And has been other things, but she's the horse in Centaur World. The horse named Horse.
Okay.
And, nearly everything else in Centaur World is a centaur of some kind, or like a mole taur, or a whale taur, or something. Horse is the odd one out, seeing as her top half is just horse.
So it's that fucking meme of the guy who's like half centaur, half minotaur.
Yeah, and he's just a dude.
Yeah.
And his sister's just a horse.
Well, that's not how it would work. It was a minotaur and a centaur.
Oh yeah, it was a bull taur. Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I was surprised when season 2 came out so soon after season 1. But watching them together feels like they were meant to be, watched as one complete thing.
Well, Netflix does this though, doesn't it? Arbitrarily.
Yeah.
It'll cut a season into 2 seasons because then, we now get 3 months of subscription money instead of 1.
Yeah. But yeah, just in general, I liked it. It had a rather chilling villain with a weirdly relatable reason for existing and reason for wanting to lash out after becoming the villain.
Okay.
But yes, that's about it from that. What's going to be your number 4?
My number 4 is exploitative as it is. It's going to be Q-Force.
Yes! Good old Q-Force.
Yeah, it's a fun little show. It's quite funny. Some of the jokes feel mean-spirited.
Oh, yeah. Like, the greatest crime in Q-Force is that they didn't get to keep going, really, in my opinion.
I don't know, man. It feels like... There are moments where it feels like it's the straights making fun of the gays.
A little bit.
But for the most part, it's quite fun. It's quite amusing. I mean, I think one of the underrated gems is the fact that the token straight, for lack of a better word, because I can't remember his name, being actually competent is it's quite funny. It's just like, wait a minute, when the main character, I can't remember anyone's name apart from fucking Twink.
Yeah.
But the fact,
I remember Mary.
Sure.
Yeah, Steve Merriweather.
There you go.
The main guy.
Yeah, I forgot his name as well. But yeah, Steve, our main character, being like actually shocked when he gets told by I can't remember the fucking lady's name either. The fucking OG spy, the fancy lady who I really wanted to bone.
Yeah, the one that's basically like M, but in this, yeah.
Yeah, where she just goes, listen to him. He actually knows what he's talking about, and it's like, no, he doesn't. It's like, no, he does.
Yeah, and at one point when he shows how good he is at his stuff, he just goes, I don't hate you because you're gay, I hate you because you're arrogant.
Yeah, but he's not, though.
He kind of is.
He's arrogant towards him because he thinks he's better than him, and he kind of was back in the recruit days, and that's the problem.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, because and by this point, like, they've both had time to work things through, but Merriweather has still got the chip on his shoulder about being passed up for being best agent. Whereas I'm calling him Brick. I think it might actually be his name. Has like got a lot of experience under his belt and actually has grown into the position of best agent, which he had given to him by a very homophobic chief of police.
Yes, chief of police in charge of the FBI.
Oh, they're all cops.
Weirdly enough, I think that chief director of the FBI is better than the current one we have in real life, but we'll not dwell on that. Who's your number 4?
My number 4! Agretsuko. Aggressive Retsuko. This is a massively expanded version of what was a bunch of Tokyo TV shorts.
It does look very stylized Japanese, the animation.
Yeah, it's probably the most adult version of what Sanrio has ever done. These are the guys that made like Hello Kitty and all that. But it is all in the same universe. So it's showing that people over the age of like 15 do still need to get jobs in that universe.
That's a depressing realization, Rick.
Yeah, your Hello Kitties and your My Melodies and your whatever that goth bunny is. Yeah, they all need to get jobs eventually.
I'm vaguely aware that the main character is a very angry red panda.
Yeah, she's usually very placid, but her form of self-medicated therapy is to go down the karaoke where she has her own microphone because she doesn't want to break the ones at the place, and just scream some death metal.
I see.
Which is also where the opening theme tune comes from.
Sure. Cards on the table here. I've never seen an episode. It's just constantly recommended to me on Netflix, so I've seen what Netflix thinks the show is meant to be.
Yeah, a lot of the characters are just, oh, this is a pig. His name is Pork in Japanese.
That's okay. How old were you and disappointed were you when you learnt that 95% of anime characters' names are shitty puns?
Oh yeah, like I think the first time I figured it out was like age like 18, 19 when I figured out that that all things from Dragon Ball were stupid puns instead of just like some. Like we knew what Vegeta was.
Well, that's just it. They don't translate very well to English, and that's kind of why they get away with it a bit.
Yeah, like Raditz and Kakarot you can understand as well. But Bulma? It takes a lot of knowledge about how things are transliterated to figure out that she is a pair of bloomers.
Yeah. Her surname is a bit more on the nose for British audiences.
Yeah, briefs and trunks and all that. And her sister is called Tights, apparently.
Isn't her mother literally called Panties? Punch you or something?
I don't know. I can't remember. Like her mother, who looks younger than she does.
Oh yeah, because she's fucking hatched from an egg every 5 years.
Yeah,
according to Team 4-Star. Yeah, I don't know, man. It really bummed me out a little bit. It took me until I was in my 20s, and that's because I didn't watch that much anime.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my number 4. Who's your number 3?
My number 3 was a very surprise sleeper hit, and according to all my resources, it's not currently up for a new season, which really bums me out because it really felt like it deserved one. But I think it's because Ubisoft got cold fucking feet, and that is, of course, Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix.
Yeah, it was top. It was way better than it had any reason to be as well. Like they could have made it some like soulless cash grab of showing a bunch of IPs off, but like they actually, they made Rayman into some kind of Quisling from the Rabbids dimension. They showed that the Rabbids were a bunch of shits that were invading.
Yeah, but we always knew the rabbits were a cancer on society.
Oh yeah.
They ruined Mario for a while.
And weirdly enough, apparently that game's pretty good if you don't play as the Rabbids.
Yeah, except that's 50% of the game.
It's 50% of the potential party members, but you can make a party without Rabbids.
I don't like them being involved.
No, me either. I don't like it. They're worse than minions.
But they were minions for video games for a while. They were fucking everywhere. I think a lot of people have either suppressed the memories or weren't alive during it, but they were fucking infecting everything. They were a real problem.
Everywhere. Yeah, like they took over Rayman completely, and it was just fucking, oh man. If they re-released a game, it'd be like Mass Effect 3 HD and Rabbids. It's what it would be.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. I don't want that meme to ever die, Rick.
Yeah.
But yeah,
apparently he wasn't even in the Japanese version. He was just put into the American version because he was Funny Pizza Man.
Yeah, I believe it. But yeah, anyway, I digress. Yeah, it was a great show. It's an iconic fucking screenshot at this point of fucking Rayman snorting coke off of a cowgirl's ass.
Yeah. I dig it.
I wasn't expecting the sudden turn in Rayman where Frog Assassin Bro actually got through to him and Rayman goes all... He wore a fucking leather duster. They went all in on the school shooter gimmick.
Yeah, and he goes from being like the news reporter who's reporting against his own kind to Ramon.
Yeah. And how hard I facepalmed when, by the way, the company's Abstergo and it's the Templars. And I was like, oh, fucking, even in this, Assassin's Creed is shit. It's all Templars all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, it was a great show, and I'm really sad that according to pretty much every source ever, it's not getting a season 2, which, given how it ended, it has a definitive stopping point, but they clearly left enough threads to be like, yeah, we're hoping we're getting a season 2, and I'm gonna blame Ubisoft, because I think they're cowards.
Also, I think they're dying.
I don't think they are.
They're like letting go of like so many IPs right now.
They do that all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, here's this game from 10 years ago that we forgot existed. We're letting it go.
Yeah, shits, bunch of shits.
What's your number 3?
Shit being cowards. Yeah, riffing off you with Q-Force and Captain Laserhawk. I've gone for the other indie weird one, Inside Job.
Yeah, I didn't really gel with this very much. I like the design of the main character. She's very cute. And I always like it when Christian Slater shows up because he's always a dickhead in everything he voices. I believe he plays Reagan's dad.
Yeah, he does. And he has his good old arc. End of the first season, he takes over the place by having a haircut and putting shoes on instead of tissue boxes. And,
isn't the plot line literally that everyone thought he was bonkers and that's why he lost his job in the first place?
No, they thought he was an arsehole, so they got rid of him, and then he started acting bonkers because he doesn't have to conform anymore. And then he's like, nah, I'm going back there. Hello, Reagan, after she's basically just disowned him and made it so, yeah, I don't need you or any of your protections, and as soon as she says that, that's when he goes and takes control again.
What a dick.
Yeah, he's very definitely the villain. And season 2 goes into the other things that are supernatural gatekeepers, like the Illuminati and the lizard people.
Well, it's one of those things where it was one of the attracting factors is that they basically flogged it as being, hey, you know every single batshit insane conspiracy theory you've ever heard of? Well, in this universe, they're definitely real.
Oh, yeah. Like the ice wall and the flat earth.
Jesus.
But yeah, it got cancelled, and I wish it hadn't, but I get it.
Here's the thing, I didn't gel with it, but I don't think it was bad. It didn't tick any boxes for me. I don't know, man. It just really bums me the fuck out when something like this gets cancelled before it can finish its story, and then fucking Stranger Things gets 5 whole seasons and it takes 20 years to finish filming.
Yeah.
I'm aware Stranger Things is good. I was struggling to think of some random bullshit crap that fucking Netflix has produced that didn't deserve it.
I mean, yeah, Netflix is just a miniature Fox at this point, isn't it? Where they're making like 26 seasons of some shit that wants to die. Who's your number 2?
I don't think your analogy worked, but anyway. Number 2 is the thing that I'm sure is on both of our lists, and if it's not your number 2, I'm going to suspect it's your number 1, and that is She-Ra and the Princess of Power. Yep,
absolutely. Yep, it's on there.
It's on there, and it's not your number 2, so we know what your number 1 is.
Yep.
Yeah. She-Ra was a bit of a sleeper hit for me, because I didn't know it existed, nor did I really care, and then you suggested we did it for the podcast, so we did, and it was good, and I binged the whole thing in like a week and a half, because by the time I watched it was all out.
Yeah, and the other benefit was that, well, it showed how much you liked it, because I think this is the only time you've done it where you've gone, shit, should we watch episode 2 on air?
I did do that, didn't I? Yeah, because it was a two-parter that stopped, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to see how this ends.
Yeah. It's the only time we've ever done it.
Well, made an on-the-fly decision, anyway.
Yeah, and that's the one time that if that doesn't show how much it grips super early on, then I don't know what does.
It's a strong opener.
Yeah.
It is quite strong. And yeah, it's very... I still remember the name of it. Do you remember the name of that podcast episode?
I don't. I'm sorry.
I do, because to this day, I still kick myself over it. And the title of the episode is, oh, Catradora is the ship name.
Yes.
Because I'd seen Catradora written down on a YouTube fucking compilation, and I assumed that was the character's name, and it's like, no, it's the two characters smooshed together, because they're always smooching.
Well, it's not the silliest thing. Like, there are sillier names in other shows. Hell, there's even sillier names within She-Ra.
What's this person's name? They're called Double Trouble. Why are they called that? Because it's
they're a doppelganger and they make trouble.
Would bang double trouble though. Anyway,
Oh, yes.
I would wax more lyrical about She-Ra because it definitely deserves it. However, we're going to have to talk about it again in about 10 minutes. So I'll put a pin in it here and we'll talk about it more when you review your number one. So what's your number two?
My number two is Hamish Steele's Paranormal Park.
I never actually finished this. I got halfway through season 2 and then I just kind of stopped and I don't know why.
Yeah, the problem with this is that it knew that it had places to go because it was an adaptation of the like graphic novels. So you can just go read the graphic novels if you want like more of it, and it's just again they did expansions and slight diversions on what were the original concepts, but like in general it keeps pretty much to the spirit of it, and I just found it really charming and really fun. And it's another one of these that fuck you Netflix for cancelling something that was in production and I was enjoying.
Yeah, like I enjoyed season 1. I enjoyed what I watched of season 2. It's just I don't know what it was. I think I just I either lost interest or I lost momentum while binging. Because I know I got to the wrestling episode and I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
Like it was such a good blend of keeping kayfabe and no, this is kind of real in this universe, but not really.
Yeah.
I rarely have I seen wrestling done so well in a fictitious form. That's a weird way of wording it, but I know what I mean.
I get it.
Well, because whenever you see wrestling in a cartoon or a TV show, it's always presented as real because it's a cartoon fictional universe. You can do that.
Yeah, they either go completely one way or completely other. They either go complete kayfabe, which is like far more common, or they go wrestling's fake, and they take the piss out of it that way.
No, they don't. I've never seen anything say wrestling is fake in a fictitious setting. It's always there's always someone going wrestling's fake, and then they get their ass beat in a wrestling ring because no, it's not in this universe. You know, and it's one of those. It pains me to say wrestling is fake because the people who say that are dickheads of the highest caliber because it still hurts.
Yeah, it's Santa denial.
What does that mean?
Like, denying Santa. Like, the kid who comes and says, oh, Santa's your dad, in the playground. Like, what is this information for? It's just there to tell people something they kind of already know.
Well, but again, it's one of those where the thing that bugs me is people who think that that wrestlers never get hurt. Then there's nothing. Take a fucking power bomb and then fucking walk it off. These motherfuckers have to put so much work into their bodies and their choreography to not completely break the other person down every single night.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you go through a car crash every match, but also most of your training, like you say, is in how not to kill the other person. It's
training, it's cooperation, and it's like, again, just being a tough bastard. Like you can't do this if you can't take it.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
It's why back in the day, like, and I'm talking like 80s, even the 90s, you've got so many incidents of people going up to wrestlers and going, "Hey, wrestling's fake," and then getting completely knocked the fuck out in 2 seconds because you don't know how much pain I'm in 24/7 because of this career. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. I'm a fierce defender of wrestling for many obvious reasons. I think Paranormal Park is a great entry at number 2.
Yeah.
That sounded very much like a Lisa Simpson. In conclusion, Maze is a very important part of... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Who's your number one?
My number one is Dragon Age Absolution.
Yeah, it was rather fun. It was great seeing the Vince being a bunch of shits, seeing more of Tavinta, seeing the Matt Mercer character
get killed.
The character who wasn't voiced by Matt Mercer, but looked like him still.
Well, here's the thing, Rick, is like, with the benefit of hindsight, this show is even better because, my God, was Veilguard so terrible it actively makes Dragon Age worse as a franchise.
Yeah, just rewind to Absolution.
And again, another example of something I'm sad that they kind of just dropped. Did it need any more? No. But at the same time, the end of this adventure is, okay, we're going to Kirkwall now.
Yeah. The end of this is not the end, but like, does this adventure need more? Maybe not. Does this world need more? Absolutely.
I was blown away that the fucking, by the way, bitch from fucking Dragon Age 2, who's Meredith, that's her name. Meredith from Dragon Age 2 is still alive and talking to people through Red Lyrium. And, oh my god, we're not touching this in Veilguard, okay.
Yeah, she's just talking to people through the Red Lyrium statue that she has become. She's just a statue, and she's talking to people like she's some kind of death god. I
just want to point out, I'm just thinking of Varric and telling his story of like, yeah, Meredith is just a statue in Kirkwall now. All the kids play Who's Brave Enough to Touch Meredith? And I think it's either Sarah or Iron Bull just goes, bullshit, they don't do that. And Varric goes, you're right, nobody's brave enough to touch Meredith. It's such a Varric thing to say.
It is. It just, it encapsulates the character so easy.
But yeah, anyway, Dragon Age Absolution was great. Do you like D&D? Hello, here's a mini adventure in animated form.
That's not Vox Machina.
That's not Vox Machina, because I don't really care for Critical Role. I don't care if you do like Critical Role. Good for you. It's not for me. And also, I better not say that in case he listens to this, even though he says he doesn't listen anymore. Anyway, yeah, Dragon Age. It was great, wasn't it? I can't believe they managed to get so much packed into 6 episodes.
Yeah, and like so much character. I love Quidian. I adore Quidian.
Of the main party, there's no one I disliked.
Oh yeah, they're all top.
Yeah, the little romance between the dwarf and the human was adorable.
Yeah, that was very cute, very cute.
I actually rewatched Absolution not too long ago, and that's how good. I don't very often rewatch things. There's 2 things that I've rewatched on my list. It's She-Ra and Dragon Age.
Yeah, I'm saving my She-Ra rewatch for the very close future.
That's fair. Dragon Age is good. The fucking fight scenes are great. Quidian, the Kunari mage, being basically Karlach before Karlach.
Yeah, pretty much. She's big, she's buff, she's a little bit away with the fairies, but
a little bit.
But incredibly tough.
I adore when she's escaping from the ambush, basically, and but she hears a bunch of people crying for help, and she just goes, ignore it, and then runs back.
It's just such a lovable character trait. Like, I know it's exactly the kind of thing that a Bleeding Heart player would have their Bleeding Heart character do in a D&D campaign like that.
Yeah, we learned that in Barovia.
Yeah,
we had that in Barovia, where we had a player who's like, this is a stupid thing to do and we shouldn't do it. However, my character.
Yeah. And I'm all for that when it's for the greater good. It's when people do, but my character just to steal from someone is that's when it really gets on my tits.
Well, it comes to the age-old argument of, it's a very simple one as well. And yes, we are talking about D&D because Dragon Age is effectively D&D. Like literally, Rick told us that story like 5 times on the podcast, and it's never left my brain since.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things where the argument always comes, it's what my character would do, and it's like, okay, who made the character?
Yeah. And sometimes it's okay for the character to be, good to a fault, because good feels good. When it goes well, it's even better. When it goes badly, it's usually good cinema because you're on the side of the person who's trying to be good.
Yeah.
It's when sometimes it gets to be really egregious when it's like when someone errs more along the lines of lawful stupid than stupid good.
Well, yeah, of course, but there's limits to everything.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. Rick, do you want to put the audience out of their misery and tell them what your number 1 is, even though we already know?
Yeah, let's tell us that Spop is my number 1. Yeah, She-Ra and the Princess of Power. Again, we both enjoyed this. We got through episode 1, which for me was a rewatch, and for Devon was a first exposure, and we went straight into episode 2. We all have. Basically, we've done, 4 retrospectives on it now?
We've done a few.
Yeah, we've, I think 3, actually, yeah. So we've done, It
was our very first retro.
It was our first retro. We did the good guy waifus, and we did the horde waifus.
They weren't waifus, they were just look-ats.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd be able to do a She-Ra waifu top 5 because there's not quite enough, but we did do a DreamWorks one, and Perfuma was the top of my list.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man, they just have such a cool cast of princesses and Seahawk.
Well, one thing I do appreciate, because I went back and looked at the old school She-Ra, is they've made all of the characters look a lot more distinct than they used to.
Yeah, because they all just used to look the same, but with slightly different hair.
Yeah, I mean, it's the He-Man problem. That's what He-Man characters used to look like as well.
Yeah, they're all just brick-faced people that just look in a direction, and it looks even more generic than South Park, is what it used to look like.
I don't think it's quite... Okay, I think you could put it on par with South Park, but South Park's pretty bad.
Not that South Park is bad, but yeah, it's pretty bad for making things look the same.
Yeah, it's a big offender. Like, Randy Marsh and Sharon? Not Sharon. And Randy Marsh's wife look exactly the same.
Yeah, Randy and Sharon, they look the same, but Randy's got a mustache.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a simple... Like, but bear in mind, when they first started doing fucking South Park, it was literally papercraft.
Yeah.
Right.
I do love the bit where Kyle goes to Mysterio and, come on, you gotta let me know who you are. And he lifts his mask up and Kyle goes, no way! And it's just a normal kid face. We know now that it's Kenny, but like... at the time, it was so stupid.
Matt, one of the fun things about Kenny, and they say it all the time on interviews, I can't remember if it's Trey Parker or Matt Stone, it was one of the two, is just like, they feel really bad because they named him straight up after a person who used to wear a fucking Parker at school, and at this point they feel like it's a bit mean, and it's like, you've done like 20 fucking plus seasons of Kenny. I think it's a bit late to be feeling remorse.
Yeah, I mean, even in season 1 he had an episode where he lived. It was a Christmas episode.
And then he died in the credits.
But yeah, I think they did the right thing when they made his deaths a little bit more sparse.
Well, it was the running gag,
and especially in the movie, like they made it into like a central point of the movie.
Okay.
Man, can you just imagine? Like the movie was before Butters.
Yeah, it was It was the same time. It was the same year as Tarzan.
Yeah.
Ask me how I know.
It was. Yeah, it was. But yes, if anybody has not seen She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, I would suggest go watching it before it goes away from Netflix in the good old DreamWorks purge, which is on I think it's like a rolling 2-year thing from the time that they had to start doing it, and then it's probably going to end up on Amazon.
Amazon? I thought it was going to Paramount.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Because the easiest way to get Paramount Plus in the UK is to buy it through the Amazon app.
Ooh, that's a fucking business strategy.
Yeah. So they show all of the Paramount shows in your list of stuff with a little thing in the corner which denotes that you basically sign yourself into an additional subscription by clicking it.
Oh my days, like that is the definition of cable.
Yes.
Like having packages within packages. It's like, fuck off.
But it's even worse because you can just accidentally click it if you don't have your glasses on and if you're a dunce. And then you're paying double every month from now on.
You can say 60, it's fine.
Yeah.
I've looked at our user numbers. We've got like 1% of viewers are over the age of like 60. I think we're good.
Hello.
And one of them watched our video just to yell at us.
Oh yes. Do not use repugnant language.
Do more research on these institutions you claim to have knowledge about, in which we didn't claim to have knowledge about it. The first thing we said was, we don't know anything. We just remember liking Last of the Summer Wine. Do more research when the first sentence in the video is, we don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But yes, She-Ra was top. So, from my list, do you have a favourite?
We can't do this when we have crossover.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, because I liked like a bunch of yours as well.
I didn't know half of yours.
Sure.
Like, if we eliminate She-Ra, I'd have to go for Paranormal Park, because it's it's the only thing I watched that I cared about.
yeah, whereas Inside Job, you didn't get far.
I watched the episode 1 for the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know why I turned into Starfire there.
I watched the episode 1 for the podcast. The podcast.
She would say it like that. Oh, God.
Yeah. Whereas, I love Dragon Age, I love Captain Laserhawk, I love Q-Force. Yeah, basically, your list was a bunch of bangers.
You didn't like Squid Game?
I didn't watch any more of it.
Which means you didn't like it.
It's humans.
Oh, you're not going to be one of those people today, are you?
But yes, that's going to be it for us today. If you liked the video, tell us what you liked on Netflix. What hidden gems have we missed that may be going away soon at some point? If you don't have the comment section down below on YouTube or Spotify, you can instead send us an email to
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. We promise you this video was not sponsored.
It was not. It was not.
In fact, we encourage you not to pay for a subscription for Netflix and instead look for alternative means of watching shows, aka don't fucking fall into the streaming trap.
Yeah, look for alternative ways to get your family members Netflix and log in through that.
Or buy a DVD. They can't take it away from you.
Oh yeah, they can't take your DVDs away.
Yes, DVDs. That's what we were talking about the entire time. We'll see you again next week, guys.
Bye, everybody.